I'm Willow Smith, and this is my Glamour Unfiltered. I think that it's only important for me to challenge conventional wisdom if that conventional wisdom in some way says that it's not okay for someone to be the fullest version of who they are, or it's not okay for them to express what's inside of them if that's not outwardly hurting anybody else. Something that I do to just kind of practice being the most authentic version of myself is every day there's gonna be an opportunity where you can say what's really on your mind, or you can just try to not rock the boat. And I think that recognizing those moments and being aware in those moments and making the decision to advocate for yourself, advocate for your expression, advocate for your rights, even somebody else's rights. Like, you know, like, even if it doesn't specifically pertain to you, to just be aware in those moments and to show up and speak up in those moments. Living on Earth and observing nature has taught me so much about what the divine feminine truly is, and the amount of nurturing and caring and honestly tough love and power that Mother Earth represents. Mother Earth is the ultimate mother. So I get all of my femininity advice from her. I think that people are starting to realize that you can't tell a human who they are. The human has to tell you who they are. So personally, I think that, you know, back in the day when we were living in tribes and connected to the earth, we understood that more deeply. And since we've, you know, moved away from that kind of life and started living in cities and using phones and saying this area is mine and you can't come here, we just lost that. Like, we just kind of lost that. So we just have to bring it back, and we have to be aware in the ways that we bring that compassion and that understanding and that community back in a world where it's not conducive to that kind of connection or that kind of understanding. You can't change how other people think or feel about you, because their reality is their reality. And the only thing you can do is try to do something good with what you've been given. And if you don't try to do something good with what you've been given, then what's the purpose of you having this? What's the purpose of what's the purpose of you even being here? So that's what I tell myself. It's not worth it if you don't try to help people. Like, none of it is worth it if you're not in service. And so just trying to do that in all the different ways that you possibly can. I've had a lot of time to sit and just think about a lot of my childhood traumas that still seep in to my life today, and spending so much time at home and having so much time on my hands to explore those things, not even, like, honestly against my will at times, because when you're just sitting at home, things come up and your mind just starts going, and sometimes you're not even choosing to address these things, but they're coming up, so you better address it or it's never gonna get fixed. From being in the limelight from such a young age, there's a huge trigger of feeling like I'm only valued when I'm entertaining or when I'm performing, and I'm not valued as just me without putting on a show and trying to do the things, you know? And that hurts, because everyone wants to be loved, not for what they do, but for who they are. And so when I start to feel like I'm only being valued because of my performance or because of my whatever, anything that doesn't have to do with who I truly am, I get very triggered and very, very anxious and very sad and scared very quickly. I'm grateful for everything in my life, even the things that don't go the way I want them to. And, you know, I just try to drill that in and drill that in and drill that in and not allow my mind to go to anywhere else but that place. People of color, not even just in the rock world, are underrepresented in general. Specifically, women of color. If we're gonna narrow down even more. And so it's not even just about rock, even though that's a very heavily white male dominated space. I think that I just want to express my desire and my anger at the fact that just people of color and women of color haven't been given the freedom to just be who we want to be without being challenged for it and questioned because of it and all of these different things. And honestly, even being attacked and violently attacked because of it. It's about time. Like yeah. We're sick and tired. Like we are done being pushed to the side, attacked, violated, and no one caring. Like we're just done, and it's honestly that simple at a certain point. I want my music to serve a double purpose of, yeah, like you can listen to this and have fun and turn your mind off and you know, live in the moment, but also you're not gonna be ingesting like poison into your mind. And it's actually gonna be planting a seed that is going to help you later in life and not give you these weird, murky, dark feelings and thoughts later in life that you really didn't know where it came from. It's because you were listening to this negative, hateful music. Or not even just music, but like what we watch, what we read, who we follow on social media. Like all of those things, you are what you eat. You are what you ingest. You are what you expose yourself to. And I just want to be one of the things that you can expose yourself to that hopefully will make you feel more love for yourself and the people around you. It's starting to erode the efficiency and honesty and ease with which we can communicate with people in our close-knit community.
Yeah.
And that's a problem, because those are the people that we need to communicate with, and those are the people that we need to, it's our community, like it's real life. Those are the people that we need to be helping and communicating with and creating with in order to make our community a better place, and so on and so on and so on. Not very well. But the failure, how I think about failure is like not being as compassionate as I know I should have been in that situation. Not being as honest as I know I should have been in that situation. Not bringing my all to an artistic endeavor that I knew needed my all. I feel most empowered when I have the courage to advocate for myself in a radical way. And I feel most empowered when I feel like I've done something really, really well. To take all of the different experiences, all of the different heartbreaks and pains and horrendous mistakes and put it all together and create a goddess warrior of a woman of yourself. The only thing that truly matters in life is having meaningful connections with your fellow brothers and sisters. The universe is infinite, and we know this scientifically. There's no way that there's not infinite amounts of species out there doing their thing, kicking it around, and wondering the same question. Wonder if there's some other people out there, you know? Yeah. So hopefully one day, if there are any extraterrestrials looking at this right now, beam me up, because I'm down to meet your leader. I'm down to know what the vibe is. And that's where I'm at.